Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. TGIFU. Hey, it's Friday, right? Oh my gosh, we made it to Friday. Yeah. So how's it going? How's your week? Was yours all over the place like mine and kind of, But did you make the best of it? Yep, me too. I think that's the bottom line. Like, are we always trying to make the best of it? Are we surviving? Are we keep going? Yeah, so are we keep expanding? That's how I'm going to talk the whole time. In my podcast, just every other fifth word, I'm going to sing it out. All right, no, I won't. I promise. So yeah, we're doing the laws of the universe. We're like almost a fourth of the way through them. That's pretty good. Cause I think at the end of it all, we're going to be like, hey girl, I'm glad we did this. So yesterday it was a law of expansion that really just talked about spheres. It was like science class yesterday. The law of expansion of consciousness in every form is the cause of spheroidal, sounds like a hemorrhoid cream, spheroidal form of every life in the entire solar system. So we live in a sphere. Existence dwells within a sphere, and that's basically what it was talking about. Then it talked a little bit about light and our sun. I don't know. It was like, what the heck? But guess what, you guys? Today, the law is short and sweet and actually makes sense. So yes, law number 26 is like 2 sentences long, three sentences long, and it's the law of expectation. And this is something that we can dive into because at this point in your life, I imagine that you've come to your own personal understanding that what you expect, you get. You know what I mean? Like on some level, you've had the experience of expecting something and then literally watching it manifest, or even in a negative way. Like, I knew he would do that. Well, and then he did that, didn't he? Like the law of expectation. And what we expect, we pretty much are going to get. So if you expect the best, that's what's drawn to you. If you expect the worst, wow, isn't it amazing how so much terrible shit keeps happening to you? So the law of expectation reads as follows. Energy follows thought. We move toward, but not beyond, what we can imagine. What we assume, expect, or believe colors and creates our experience. By changing our expectations, we change our experience of every aspect of life. So yeah, I think I just found so far maybe one of my favorite laws that we have covered. And it's because this one is so freaking huge. To me anyways, because it's like, whoa, push pause for a second, step out of time, ask yourself, have a heart-to-heart with yourself. What have I been expecting? What do I believe? What do I assume? What do I imagine to happen? And it's like, dang, we literally get just exactly that. Like, energy follows thought. So what are you thinking? What are we thinking? And see, that's what always like devastates me. That's what always devastates me, because like I'm like, oh no, I've been thinking bad. I've been thinking I've just not been expecting the best or believing the best, you know? And it's like, well, duh. That's why you manifest crap. So by changing our expectations, we change our experience of every aspect of life. So you could just even simply compare like pessimistic people to optimistic people. It's like if you think you're going to get sick, you probably are going to get sick. If you think you're going to do well on a task, a test, whatever, if you think you're going to do good at something, you usually do. So this positive expectation or this negative expectation literally can make or break or change, or I want to say manipulate. I just love that word to like use it in a good way. It can manipulate our manifestations. So how are you manipulating your manifestations with your expectations? So yay, this is a good law. And it's a great one to end on a Friday because like it's one that like really, it's probably really good to sit with for a few days and really observe yourself. Like don't get down on yourself if you've been thinking bad, because that doesn't help, it doesn't help to be negative to yourself, but just observe and see where you're actually at, what you're actually doing. Because a lot of times, like, if like you're in a relationship with a man who throws a lot of tantrums and you, I'm just going to use this as a random example, just something random. And, you're like expecting him to act badly. It's like, and then he does, and you're like, I knew he was going to do that. Well, that is the law of expectation. It really is. So let's like set some intentions for Friday, for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for this weekend to actually think better thoughts, first of all, because energy follows thought. To imagine, use our imagination to see ourselves in some better circumstances, some happy situations, some fun. Because energy follows thought, we move toward, but not beyond what we can imagine. So if you can think it and dream it, you can be it, but you have to use your imagination to expand your expectation so that you can move toward that beautiful daydream. So yeah, even though the school system tried to get you out of your daydreams, like, Johnny, are you paying attention? No, Johnny is creating his expanded expectations. You leave him alone. You leave Johnny alone. Let him daydream. So give yourself some permission to use your imagination, daydream, visualize, see yourself like really doing well. Even something simple, like it just popped into my head, like instead of me like thinking that like I'll never touch my toes, like being so inflexible, take a little time to visualize yourself doing that physical thing that you want to be able to do. Yeah, like just see yourself moving through some yoga flow movements, like really amazing. Imagine it, because then the energy is going to follow that thought. So imagine it and then let the energy follow that thought. Imagine your relationships harmonious. Imagine your experiences fun and light and full of laughter and light-hearted. So what we assume, what we expect, or what we believe colors and creates our experience. It's everything. It really is. Like, do you think you can heal yourself? Right? That expectation, that belief will color your experience. It will shape and create your experience. So if you like your life, keep doing what you're doing. But if there's anything that you want to change or improve or manipulate your manifestations, You need to change your expectation. By changing our expectation, we change our experience of every aspect of life. And so it is. So thank you, law number 26, the law of expectation. It was only 3 sentences, but I read them 13 times because it's so important. I just wanted to take a minute and let it sink in. Let it sink in. So yeah, we might just have like another cute little short podcast. We don't always need to hang out for an hour. I don't know if that's too long for everybody, but it seems like everybody's tuning in and listening. And thanks for expanding your expectations and cleaning up your vibration along with me. That's the work, you guys. Every damn day, that is the work. It's like sometimes it's a lot of work and sometimes it's not so bad. Like yesterday I was like, oh my gosh, like am I going to be able to raise my vibration at all today? And by the end of the day, by 4 o'clock even, I did. I really did. And I did so without the help of alcohol. Good job, Sadie. I told you yesterday I was going to go to ladies' night. Okay, so I did, but ladies' night was canceled, which has happened to me before. Like it's kind of a running joke. Like if ladies' night is going on, then I won't go. But the second it gets canceled, like something gets activated in me that says you should go to ladies' night. So yeah, my friend and I, she was still there, and so we hung out for 20 or half hour or so. Like we did have a laugh that like it's just funny that I do that every once in a while. Like, oh, ladies' night is canceled, I'm gonna go. But it was still good and it was still worth it. And I came home with like so she was gonna give me her old bicycle. So now we have enough bikes that we can all take a bike ride together. And then the other beautiful lady that goes there had passed on some light bulbs. So I actually like did not come home empty-handed. It was good. And then, then last night my energy is right, and a blast from the past came out to say hello, and it was like, dang, like the second I raise my energy up, like more fun things are drawn to me. But you got to do the work to get your energy off the floor. You got to do your work to clean up your vibration, and you got to now we got to do the work to make some nicer intentions for ourselves and better expectations. So it's work, but it's not bad work. And seriously, like this is the type of work that actually matters, and this is the type of work that directly benefits you. So yeah, we can all get part-time jobs, we can all get a paycheck, we can all do that, and we think that's our work. But this inner work, this spiritual work, that's our real work. And at the end of this life, you'll be glad that you did it. And you don't even have to wait till the end of your life to be glad that you did it. You can be glad that you did it today. Like just let yourself relax a little bit and have a laugh, and get as positive as you can, right? Feel as good as you can. We can't all be like happy little hippies dancing under the rainbow light every day. I get that. That's not me either. But it's kind of nice to keep like inching our way towards feeling that good, okay? Towards feeling that good. So I hope I have convinced you. I hope that I have sold the law of expectation like it is one to sell and give away and suggest to everybody to just clean up your expectation, because energy follows thought. So what are you thinking about today? What are you thinking about today? I was supposed to clean offices tonight, but now I don't have to. So now I am really going to think about lemon balm today. I really, 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 really am really ready to get these mother trucking books off my desk. They've been on here too long. I have dragged my feet too long with lemon balm. I mean, she's patient, she's kind, she don't mind. But I'm starting to be like, seriously, like you can't put together a podcast about lemon balm like in a day? What is your holdup? Well, obviously, if you've been listening to this podcast, my holdup has been my emotional, good Lord, what other better, nicer word other than clusterfuck can I use? It's just been a crazy mumbo jumbo mess, hasn't it? All over the place. So I need to put a stop to that too. Like, feel your feelings. Yes, I did. I felt my feelings. I let myself go through this, whatever I needed to go through. But I'm taking the reins back now. I'm steering the ship. My heart is steering the ship. And my higher mind is like, okay, honey, that was good. We're glad we had that experience. But now let's start to use everything that we know and create better. So yeah, let's make some intentions today. Let's forgive. Let's release. Okay? And then let's clarify. Let's make intentions. And let's allow the beautiful manifestations to arise in our life. So I'm shuffling the magic of flowers. I am going to do something a little different. I am going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 on the floor. And yeah, we're going to start with the bottom one. All right. I like, and yeah, look at the bottom. I see what it is. And I'm like, yeah, let's go there. All right. So I'm pulling the cards already because I don't know. That's just what I felt like doing. And we got 2, 4, 6 cards, right? The 6, a beautiful number of love and compassion and kindness. And yeah, let's invite some of that into our expectations. You know, even if you can't expect it from others, expect it from yourself. Expect it like, I am going to approach this day with love and kindness. And the first card we have is Jasmine. And Jasmine is all about sensual pleasure. So expect that into your life. Expect when you put on your foot lotion for it to feel like really good. For you, when you brush your hair, wash your face, even brush your teeth, it's like, this feels really good. Like, there's a lot of little teeny weeny sensual pleasures that you can have, like just throughout your day, holding a warm cup of tea, just taking your hand up and down your arm for a second, like taking a nice deep breath. Oh, can you hear my neck cracking? Rolling your neck around in a circle. Like, sensual pleasure can be on every level of your day. Of course, it can be on the big levels too. You can take a time out with yourself, giving yourself some self-love. You can have sensual pleasure with another. But it's so important for us to really just enjoy being in these bodies and love it up. Like, it is fun to be here. Like, even though I constantly say I don't ever want to come back, it is fun to be in a body. So really just smell the flowers and enjoy the breeze coming by, tickling your cheek, moving your hair. Take a walk barefoot in the grass. Really just get into your body today and feel the sensual pleasure of it all. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, this is kind of in like a spirally idea. So I'm going to move up and then to the top and then curve it around and then hook it into the center for our last card. Okay, next we have Morning Glory reversed. Now, Morning Glory is awaken to the magic. And I know, like right away this morning, it took about 3.2 seconds for some negative thoughts to try to get into my head right away. Like, oh, are you worried about, like my daughter, she's getting her 12-year molars, and I'm like, it's just like triggering all my dental fears, right? Like, is she going to have enough room in her mouth? Like, is she going to be okay? Do we have to make an appointment? It was like right away, like I was not awakening to the magic. And right away I had to be like, stop. We need to have some gratitude. We need to have just a little bit of faith that everything is going to be taken care of. And let's enjoy the sunlight coming in the window. Let's enjoy the fact that your bed is cozy. And like right away I had to remind myself there are things to be grateful for instead of things to be worrying about. All right, so as I'm talking about awakening to the magic, my 17-year-old son comes down coughing, blowing his nose, and asking me where the lotion is so he can shave his chin. Yeah, oh my gosh. So yeah, we all have, some people wake up happier than others, and some people, going back to the law of expectation, some people wake up with like an instant positive mindset, and other people, we wake up, we wake up and it is definitely a challenge from the start, or you can just pick right up where you left off. Okay, so here's a little tip from Esther Hicks, Abraham, law of attraction stuff. You're supposed to go to bed feeling gratitude. You're supposed to use your imagination, use your power of your thought, and think about what you appreciate before you go to bed. Think about the good stuff. Try to go to bed happy, because then you're more likely then to wake up on a happier foot. My foot hurt this morning. My right foot hurt, but I think that was because we biked hard last night. So I didn't go to ladies' night. I came home, and of course we all took a bike ride, and the girls and I really rode it out. We were hitting those hills, man. But it's fun to pump up the hill, isn't it? And then like you get it to the top and like your legs feel like you can't feel them. But it was good. But today my old lady toe was like, do you think you could actually like maybe wear cushionier shoes? Well, we'll see. All right, so sensual pleasure, we got Jasmine, we got morning glory reversed, awaken to the magic. Try to tweak your nighttime and morning routine to include more gratitude, more appreciation. Go to bed, with your vibe a little higher, and see if that helps you wake up in a more better place. So also, morning glory is reversed. It's kind of like, you need to watch your expectation. You need to watch how you're bitching about this and you're complaining about that. And, energy follows thought. So when you're going about your day in the garden complaining about all the morning glories because they're everywhere, that really does affect your energy and affect what you are bringing to you. So thank you, morning glory. I appreciate the reminder, and I am going to get out into the garden and probably try to pull you out today. Like, I have so much to pull out. You guys, the garden, I'm going to actually plow down this whole section because it's a mess. And it just got way out of hand like things do. And sometimes resetting feels good. Like if you have a chalkboard, you know how nice it is every once in a while to take a wet rag to that chalkboard and start fresh and then start again. Like, I'm not saying I'm not going to grow plants in this area, but the management, new management needs to come to town. Let's say that. All right. Okay. Next we have Agapanthus. Agapanthus. I always mess this word up. Agapanthus. But I never forget the meaning. The meaning is to be impeccable. This is like a picture of Hathor, Isis, goddess. She's in front of, I don't know, the Nile River or something, and her arms are out, and her head is held high. She's got that like crescent moon circle crown on her head, So she is sitting up straight. So doesn't that just make you want to like sit up a little straighter right now, have better posture? But it's like, be impeccable with your energy, for fuck's sake. You know better. If you've been hanging out with me for, what episode is this? We're almost to 50. Maybe this is 48 or 49. I can't remember. I'll have to look. But you know better at this point, right? In your life, you probably know better. Like, when you start to complain now, just tell yourself, you know better. When you start to think negative or attack or judge somebody, just stop yourself. Say to yourself, you know better. Say it to yourself, or maybe you gotta say it out loud. Maybe it's time to start embarrassing ourselves and maybe we'll quit. So just be standing there and all of a sudden say, you know better. Everyone's like, who is she talking to? Honey, I am talking to myself over here. Because I should know better at this point. Be impeccable. Be impeccable with your energy, with the energy that you put out, with the energy that you take in, with your thoughts, with your forgiveness practice. You don't need to let yourself go on a tangent, a ego tantrum where you just rant and rave and create this negative vortex for yourself, right? Like, think of everything that you think, say, and do. Think of it as creating like this ball of energy. Okay, and some of these balls are really positive and they attract good things, and then some of them are just like negative darkness, like these black holes that just suck the life out of you, suck the happiness, and just attract more annoying circumstances for yourself. So be impeccable with the type of energy that you are creating. You are creating this. Even if you're like, no, I didn't do this, they did this. No, you are now creating it. Now, you are now creating it now. And how are you creating it? So just be really aware and impeccable to the best of your ability, to be following the thoughts that feel better, to be allowing the energy in that is of the highest nature and of the highest good. And sit up straight like the queen that you are. Sit up straight like the king that you are. I know we have dudes. I know we got some dudes in here. I mean, put your shoulders back, put your chest out, and know that you are worthy of beautiful energy, of clean energy, of righteous energy, of integrity, of positivity. So know that you are royalty on an energetic level, and we don't have to let ourselves just be getting kicked down into the dirt all the time, and it's of our own making. Okay, so take responsibility for it, but yeah, it's time to lift yourself up and start being the divine being that you truly are deep down inside of you. So it's like I was telling my friend last night, it's just like every time you turn around, there's another layer to peel off. There's another opportunity to spiral deeper inside of yourself to get to know the true you, to discover and release the true you in your life. Oh, sweet. Next we have Lilac. Now Lilac, we've had her before. She's under the starry sky. She's got her eyes closed. She's going within. She's in her third eye. She is trusting her intuition. Okay, trust your intuition. And that, let's just keep it with the energy. If you're at a table of people and they're all, complaining, they're all arguing, they're all dividing, they're all putting another group of people down, right? You're sitting at a table of Democrats and they are ripping apart the Republicans, right? You're sitting at the Republican table and they just are being negative to the liberals. Like, it don't matter. Like, your intuition probably is trying to tell you to excuse yourself to go to the bathroom, but actually go get in your car and drive away and leave. excuse me guys, I'll be right back. But then you don't come back. You're like, oh, did I go out the exit? Whoopsie. Oh, I meant to go to the bathroom, but I accidentally put my keys in the ignition and drove away. Okay, you don't have to go to that far, but you do have to opt out, right? Your intuition is telling you to not engage. Your intuition is telling you that this is a lower vibrational congregation and you don't belong here. So really, listen to your inner guidance. Listen to your intuition. You don't have to follow the crowd because they're usually wrong anyways. Not to be judging. I'm just saying they're usually not all sitting around meditating, expanding their third eye. That's all I'm saying. And that is what is truly important for you to do. But yeah, listen to your inner guidance. And let's just take it back to the beginning with this central pleasure and awakening to the magic with Jasmine and Morning Glory. Lilac is saying, hey, you know when something feels good. You know when something excites you. Let's do more of that. Let's do more of the things that please you and that you enjoy so you can get the joy in you. Right? Enjoy. Get the joy in you. Do more of what you enjoy. And do more of going within. So try to make meditation, even if you just have like 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there throughout your day. If you can sit in silence and go within on your break or just for a minute on the porch, or you got 2 extra minutes before you have to walk into somewhere, sit in your car and just close your eyes. Go within and take a breather. Just start getting comfortable in that silent, peaceful place. And that is beautiful nourishment for your intuition. Okay, rolling along here. We got 2 cards left. Next, we have crocus. Crocus. Crocus is a message to cool down. Okay, so this little lady's in front of a gazebo. It's a snowy night. And these sweet little crocuses are popping up through the snow. But it's like, yeah, let's cool down. Okay, let's cool down our fire. Our ego fire. Okay, let's be clear what fire we're talking about. Let's cool down the arguments. Let's cool down the judgment. Let's cool down the hatred. Let's cool down the violence. Let's cool down the separation. Okay, let's cool down the condemnation. Let's cool down the fighting, whatever. You know what negativity is in your life. You know what pisses you off. Let's cool that down, because now that we've talked about energy and the law of expectation and how thought follows energy, is that really what you want to be putting out? Is that really what you want to be having in your life? Now that you know what it's going to bring to you, now that you know how it is going to directly color your experience, is that really what you want more of? Do you really want to be angered more? Do you really want to be disappointed more? Do you really want to confront more? Do you want war? Because anytime you're thinking attack thoughts on any level, you're adding to the energy of war. You're warring inside of you, and that creates war outside of us. That contributes to the warring of the world. This split mind that we have creates diversion in our life and creates arguments in our life, creates war in our life. So anyways, Crocus says, please cool down. Please cool down. You know, yes, he's always pissed you off every time he does that. But today, it's not going to anger you. Today, you're going to be like the crocus, okay? You can handle it. You can cool down. You can literally let go of all the anger, all of the judgment. Really, like, let it all go. Even sadness. I want us to let go of sadness. I want us to let go of hopelessness and depression. So yeah, crocus to me really is like a nice cool down, let go message. And it's coming across diagonal to morning glory. Like, let go of this fighting, this arguing stuff. Like, quit arguing all the time. In your head even, sometimes you don't even open your mouth. But in your mind, you're still arguing. And your mind is creating more of that for yourself. So let the arguing go and replace it with appreciating. Replace it with seeing the magic. Replace it with seeing the beauty. Replace it with compliments. Replace it with appreciation and gratitude and enjoyment. And yeah, there's plenty that you can replace things with. But guess what? Agapanthus says it takes discipline. It really does. It takes discipline. So you have to be impeccable now. If you're gonna walk this journey of love and light, you really do need to be as impeccable as you can be. One, because it feels good. And two, because once you get a taste of using energy to your advantage and creating beautiful things for yourself and connections and happiness and joy and love, once you get a taste of that, you're going to want to be impeccable. Really. This is something you'll want to be a perfectionist about. Doesn't mean we always do that. I mean, totally, we sometimes fall short of that goal. But yeah, you just keep on trying. All right, so I'm like really excited to see our last card here. Oh, wow. It's foxglove. And that's incredible to me because just last night I posted my most recent picture on my Herbal Marie Instagram, and it was of foxglove and a message to know your shit. You know, comfrey and foxglove to the beginner's eye really are quite similar. They could seem similar, but if you eat a foxglove leaf, you'll die. So you should always have your identification skills on point. Know your plants, right? But so that's what I was talking about last night. And so to tie that personal thing in, it's like, all right, so some of these thoughts are foxgloves, and some of these thoughts are comfrey. Okay, some of these thoughts are going to be healing, like comfrey. It's going to knit us back together. It's going to make us stronger. And some of these thoughts are literally going to kill our ass. So which ones do we want to be thinking? So the message here with this oracle card, with this beautiful lady with her horn trumpet, she is summoning courage. So foxglove is here to help us summon our courage. Our courage to step away from the negativity. Our courage to, back off from, hey, we may be known for the girl who's like that funny bitch who talks about all the problems and complains. And it's interesting for me to come on here and tell you the most recent ways that my husband has just completely sucked, right? Like, that makes for an interesting conversation. Like, for me to bring my drama in here and be like, oh my God, you guys, you're not gonna believe this, right? However, if I could just be honest with myself, if I could just step out of time for a hot minute here and tell myself very frankly that doing that, even though it was beneficial, I guess, at the moment to talk it out, continually doing that is not going to benefit me or my relationship or the energy that's coloring every experience in my life. Why? Because I'm focused on what isn't working. I'm focused on the negativity. I'm focused on being hot, right? And crocus says cool down. Like, yeah, these emotions right now, they are hot to touch. Okay, they're sensitive, they're hurt, they're vulnerable, they're irritated. We need to cool down. We need to get them cooled down. So yeah, Foxglove is right. That is going to take courage to do that. It's going to take courage for you to opt out of certain conversations. It's going to take courage for you to just go against what you've always done. You're like, but I'm really good at complaining. Yeah, you are. You are, honey. You're great at it. You did a good job complaining. But all those complaints have attracted more experiences, too many situations for you to complain about. So yeah, we need to move beyond that now. And that's going to take courage, and that's going to take impeccability, and that's going to take the use of our intuition, and that's going to take the use of intentions of looking for the good, looking for the positive, seeing the magic in everything. And yeah, if you've never upped your self-love before, like that first card we got with Jasmine, that sensual pleasure, it'll take courage for you to touch yourself nicely. It will take courage for you to think nicely about yourself, talk nicely about yourself. When someone asks you how you're doing, say something good. Have the courage to say something good, or tell somebody what you're proud of doing. Or just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really enjoying, how's it going? I'm really enjoying walking in the gardens. They'd be like, what? Like, usually people are just like, oh, okay, or same old, or same day, same shit, different day. You know what I mean? Like, have the courage to change the conversation. Yeah, and have the courage to cool down. Like, we don't always have to be getting pissed off together all the time. And, I mean, a lot of people are in that mindset right now, that revolutionary mindset. Like, oh, I have to get pissed off to create change in the world. And, okay, honey, that is an old way of thinking, and it does work to an extent. But the revolution that we all need to be a part of now is the revolution of love. That is being a true rebel. That is being a true warrior. Yeah, to bring more love into this reality. So, the law of expectation, energy follows thought. We move toward, but not beyond, what we can imagine. What we assume, expect, or believe colors and creates our experience. By changing our expectations, we change our experience of every aspect of life. So yeah, that is it. That is it. That is all of it. Energy follows thought. It's so simple, thank God, but it's going to still be a challenge. Energy follows thought. So thank you, Foxglove. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Morning Glory. I mean that. Thank you. Thank you, Agapanthus. Thank you, Lilac. And thank you, Crocus. All these wonderful messages from the flowers today to just really help us in creating better, in attracting better, in feeling better. I mean, that's also the bottom line. Yeah, energy follows thought, but bottom line, we want to feel better. We want to feel good. We want to feel happy. We want to feel love. So do your part today to be part of the love revolution and put as much love in you and share as much love as you can around you as you possibly can. Yeah, I mean, just do your best, right? Be as impeccable as you can be with it. And if you fall off the love train, it's okay. Just get back on as soon as you can. And, you know, don't be hard on yourself, because it's that self-love, that constant nurturing of the self that is so important. So be gentle with yourself, but also at the same time be disciplined and keep on your path of light. Keep on your path of love. It is who you truly are. So on that note, good luck. Good luck to me as well. And I'll see you back here Monday, and we'll see how we did with all of that. So clean up your thoughts, you guys. It's only ever gonna benefit you. And so it is. So much love to you.